Hello people, I am Jaby KOAY, joined by Keenan Spencer, and we're gonna look at Dice Media's Operation MBBS web series official trailer releasing February 22nd. Today's the 21st, so that's tomorrow. Today for you guys, if this comes out, you know, well, by the time this comes out, the series is out. So right after you watch this reaction, if you liked it, oh no, Siri thought I spoke to her. I'm not talking to you, Siri.
I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
Go away.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Dice Media, thank you for allowing us to react to this. Very, very much appreciated. By the time this reaction drops, the show should be out, so be sure to check it out. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the dissection hall. आपने फिल्मों में देखा होगा मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स इन बॉडीज को देखकर घबराने लगते हैं, उल्टियां करने लगते हैं, बेहोश हो जाते हैं। बकवास।
वो मुनसेफ की बात की थी।
नाम क्या है तुम्हारा?
साक्षी सचिन पिल्लोकर।
फूजा हो, फूजे बन के रहो, समझे?
फूजा हरा तू?
नहीं निशाद।
बहुत स्मार्ट बन रहा है।
अरे नहीं मैं ऐसा तो नहीं है, स्मार्ट वार्ड नहीं है, but thank you. मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स की लाइफ झंड है। ये क्या है? सच।
तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स को लग रहा होगा हमारे बच्चे मेहनत कर रहे हैं, डॉक्टर बनने जा रहे हैं। रिलेटिव्स को बताते नहीं थकते होंगे कि हमारे बच्चे आनंदीबाई जोशी से MBBS कर रहे हैं। और बच्चे क्या कर रहे हैं?
4 साल से की क्लास में बैठा के रखा। सीनियर सही कहते थे यार, MBBS खून मांगता है।
कभी कभार ऐसा लगता था कि मैं एक भीड़ का हिस्सा हूँ, मतलब मेरे अकेले की कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है। मेरे घर वालों को ना लगता ही होता कि मैं डॉक्टर बन पाऊँ। अरे मैंने सुना तेरा तो एम्स में एडमिशन हो गया था, फिर तू वो छोड़ के यहाँ क्यों आई?
I don't like talking about it.
पापा ने हमारा बिना पूछे मेडिकल में एडमिशन करा, हमारा मन नहीं था करने का।
बाबा बोलते हैं MBBS में बहुत पैसा और टाइम लगता है।
लाइफ में गोल्स अचीव करने के लिए ना लड़ना पड़ता है। ये मजा, मौज मस्ती, चिल फन, ये सब अपनी जगह ठीक है, लेकिन अपनी स्टडीज को लेके ना मैं डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल नहीं हो सकती तेरी तरह।
नहीं पढ़ना यार हमें।
सब डॉक्टर सिर्फ पैसे कमाने के लिए नहीं बनते हैं। कुछ पागल भी होते हैं जिनसे दूसरों का पेन नहीं देखा जाता।
Were you able to catch all the subtitles?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
Keenan came in here wearing glasses.
I did.
It's like, oh gosh, so
I
much
know.
stuff is subtitled today.
Luckily, the screen is close enough.
That was a very, very interesting trailer, and the series actually intrigues me quite a bit. Oh, saliva went down the wrong throat for a second. Wrong hole, rather. The wrong throat. I've got 3. It's a very interesting show, in my opinion, because it's got the humor. I don't know. How do we rephrase this? There's humor in here, and there's drama. There's both. And it doesn't feel contrived. It doesn't feel like it's over the top. It feels like real life comedy, real life drama, situational comedy, situational drama, as opposed to it being forced. It feels like it's informed or inspired by stuff that could actually happen. Actual situations. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are watching this that are in medical school that could relate to a lot of the stuff that's spoken about here. So you get the comedy stuff at the front, or at least what they were showing, and I'm hoping that it's woven as opposed to one and then turning into the other completely. I hope it goes back and forth, but the show's made, can't do anything about that now. What I'm saying is, I forgot what I was saying.
I agree. It kind of felt like it was interwoven because it looked like the pieces of the movie, like interspersed, had little bits of comedy in it too. But yeah, people can definitely, I think, relate to this. Like all my friends who went through med school, it was like a very dramatic, heavy time, and I think like humor is a nice way to kind of like intersperse a little bliss where it's like really heavy 24/7 if you're in med school.
Yeah, so. I can only imagine. I mean, it's in med school and law school, there's very intense curriculums, and I imagine like there's so much information that you're doing for 8 years or whatever or more to become, certain positions in the medical field. It's intense. There's not just that. There's the intensity, like they were showing, the intensity of live up to your parents' expectations.
Yeah.
They want you to do this so that you can have a successful whatever, etc. And maybe you don't want to, as they were showing in this.
Right.
You know, they sometimes you're in there because they made you do it.
Right, which was the case for like one of my close friends too, who was like forced to go to medical school because there was like a long lineage of doctors in her family. And when she got there, she finally realized, no, I want to be a talent manager, which is like a total 180. And after her parents like already put so much money into, you know, her school and education, it's kind of like, oh, you don't want to let down your family, you know.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? It's your life.
So speaking of family, this is all reminding me of something super random. Last night this is so off topic, but I have to talk about it somewhere, and it feels like here's a good segue into this weird thing. Last night I was trying to fix my mom's mailbox account on her computer. I made her a Hackintosh a long time ago. She's still using it, but her Yahoo just randomly stopped working. And I went to yahoo.com to try to see if her password was wrong. It worked just fine. And then immediately this article popped up. See, mom, parents, that's how I got there. But then again, another family thing that's just super weird, not related. This family thing popped up. It was related to Steven Spielberg. Have you heard about this? He has an adopted daughter. I hope this is not true. It could be Yahoo just spreading misinformation, but I don't think it's misinformation. Steven Spielberg's daughter wants to be an adult star.
Wait, really? No. Seriously?
I thought it was a joke also. I haven't done any more research beyond that, but it's in the Jaby ether. It's in the brain, and so it's like it popped up as this random thing. Her parents were supportive of this.
What?
And I'm like, are you crazy? Mr. Spielberg, what are you doing, man?
Unless he's directing it, then maybe it's like the best adult films.
Whoa, that would be even worse. But yucky ducky, no
gross,
thank you.
Gross.
But anyway, my favorite part of this was actually near the top, where the head doctor was like explaining all these things that people go through, throwing up, can't take it, nausea, and or feeling nauseous and whatnot, and freaking out, and then he just kind of laughs to take the edge off. Mm-hmm. And that is actually something I experienced firsthand, not in medical school or anything like that. Let's see, how much do I want to share right now? Screw it. Okay, so this is a little bit personal. I thought that there was something. I think I've shared this story before, but many of you may have not heard this story because there are some of you that don't watch every single video I put out. So if you heard it before, I apologize. I went to the doctor because I thought something was wrong with me because there is this thing that every guy goes through this. Every guy has this. It's called piss driblets. Like where you pee, you wipe, you think you're done, you walk away, and a little drip, drip, drip comes out. And you're like, oh, I guess I didn't get it all. And I thought something was just wrong with my system.
Okay.
And so I went to a doctor and he explained that it's totally normal. This happens to every guy.
Okay.
But I'm going to check you out. I'm going to give you a prostate exam just to make sure you're all right.
Okay.
I go, okay. And so he goes, oh, so bad news. I don't have any lubrication. I go, what? He goes, just kidding.
Wow.
Just to but his joke was good, but like I was so tense from the idea of that situation that anyway. So he does the thing. And I nearly pass out.
What?
Because he says stop clenching, and I keep clenching, and
no.
I'm like I'm not clenching.
Don't
He's like
clench.
you're clenching, and so anyway, after I was finished, he goes, "Don't worry, it doesn't make you gay." And I was like, "What? This is so weird." And I walked out.
Who's this doctor?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since. This was many years ago.
This
But
is the last of it.
yeah, but like it was just he had this interesting method to try to make the situation easier for you to deal with, to cope.
That sounds like those doctors that do they'll like sing a song and they're like, talking to the kid and holding a lollipop and then give him a shot to distract him, except with your prostate.
Yeah, I saw that video. I felt bad for the kid because the kid was like, I'm so confused. I'm in pain, but you're happy. What's going on?
Diabolical bastard.
So I like that bit at the top. I like the talent that's involved in here. I like, both behind the camera and in front of the camera. I like the people who are involved because the shows they mentioned, I think I watched all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not all of them, but most of them at the very least. And all of those shows were excellent and fun to watch. So, and the talent in here in front of the camera as well. Ayush Mehra in particular, I love. Every time he pops up in a web series, I get happy and I enjoy watching him. I think he's a really, really great actor. Anytime I've seen him in like anything related to web series or sketches. I would love to know how you guys feel, those of you in the medical field, how you feel about what you're seeing here so far. Does it feel like it's relatable for you? Do you feel like these situations are informed by something that is real? I would not be surprised if there was a number of people who worked on this series that actually came from that field, because I feel like it's one of those things that you have to do because your family wants you to do it, and then you're done with school, you're like, I did the thing you wanted me to do, now I'm gonna do the thing I wanna do.
Right, and most of the times, like on a series set, if it's like medical related, they always have a real doctor there to help you like with pronunciation or make sure that it looks legit, you know?
You'd think. You would
I don't
think.
know.
I mean, it's entirely possible that they did that here. I have no idea. I'll ask the question. I'll ask the right people.
I was on a quick medical show for like a short period of time. There was a doctor there, but I don't know how legit he was. Actually, I don't know if Chris wants me to say this, but Chris and I were both on the same show. I think he did Sex Sent Me to the ER.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, it's called Sex Sent Me to the ER.
That's a show?
I was on that show, and I think Chris was on that show too.
That was the name of the show?
It's the name of, it's a continuing show.
This is a drama or a comedy?
It's like a dramedy. It's a comedy.
Okay.
But they talk about like real instances where people were like in these like sexual compromising situations, and they had to end up in the emergency room because of it.
What was yours?
I was not the person having sex, just putting it out there. That was not my role. P.S. This was like one of my first jobs in Hollywood. And the same goes for Chris. I know like a lot of actors who like got their start on that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should audition. That sounds like a painful show to watch.
It is.
Did, what's his name, Richard Gere make an appearance?
I don't believe so. I don't think he was present.
Do you know that story?
No.
You don't know that story?
No.
Oh, I've probably said this before. There's a rumor that's gone around. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's made its round so much that if it, now it doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's just now it's associated with Richard Gere in Hollywood. But apparently he declawed a gerbil and put it up his butt, and it got stuck.
What?
Yeah, and
it
got stuck, and they had to take it out at the emergency room.
What possesses someone to put a gerbil up their hiney? Like,
because it's
what?
freaking out, and maybe it feels good. You know,
Yeah,
you
but there's
declaw
so
the
many
gerbil.
other things. Okay, I'm not gonna go there, but yeah.
It's a nice little tickle, you know, in your bum.
Ugh.
So
Seems like so much
Can
work.
you just imagine though, like
what happened to just like,
good old fashioned
coitus?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't